because I was with the 18 squad and I was still only a schoolboy, and I was training with them and I was preparing for the Ipswich game in the Youth Cup. So I think I was literally the last one to find out, because I think they already told the lads that hadn't got one. He came up to us at the end of the session and said, look, I said, you can get yourself off because you've earned it basically. We're going to give you a scholarship and that. And obviously that's what I'd been, up in all those years up until that point, is what I'd been training for. Because that's the first step of getting a career into the sport I want to play. That there was obviously massive for me and also for my family, because it shows that their work they've put in to get me to where I am has paid off as well to that point. But then obviously when you come in from a schoolboy to then into full time, there's another whole load of steps you've got to take to get from a scholar into a pro. They're proud of us, but I couldn't be more proud of them for doing what they've done for me and getting me where I am today. Hartlepool, I spent 3 weeks there and played what seemed like forever, to be honest, because the amount of games that we played during that time. I loved going out and getting that new challenge, you know. I mean, going into a new environment where you don't know people, with all the players not in that kind of young environment where you're comfortable with your mates and stuff, you know, like it's a whole different kind of changing room. As they said, there's no hiding place in football, and it's more so in a senior level, because the crowds are larger and there's more people with their eyes on you. I remember going to play for Falkirk in my first game, and it was their derby game against Dunfermline. I seen that the away stand wasn't even packed, like half an hour before the game. So you kind of knew yourself. You went, oh, like, you know, like this is going to be a good one, kind of thing. And you thought, you know what, like what better way to like introduce yourself than to do something that's going to mean something to them. Like, and I was never going to get the ball, and the keepers obviously came out to meet it halfway, and that, like, and I knew I just ran into him basically and put him flat on his ass, like, you know what I mean, like kind of thing. And then now you hear this massive roar of just like, get in, and like, you know, like, and you just think, like, okay, there's something for them, and there's me, hello, here I am, kind of thing. Like, this is what you're gonna get. And I think that kind of, I don't know, it kind of sums me up as a player really, because people used to think I was quite raw. Like, I just run it, like people would, if someone told me to run into a brick wall, I would, and I still would. But people, I think now that I've gotten older and I've experienced the senior football and stuff, I think I've now got a bit of calmness to myself, because I think it was the pressures of realising, or the pressure of knowing that you might have more time than what you think and stuff like that. Like, and now that's obviously I've gained better awareness, gained better like spatial awareness, obviously. That, like, all them kind of things all just come together, and I think that's obviously made me as a better player, as it were.
Goes to the byline, the low cross there, and Nelson gets his first goal for the Bears. Kubiak plays in Louis Longridge. Nelson's over his shoulder, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Oh, second goal! Lovely finish from Andrew Nelson. Side is a mistake, allows Andy Nelson to break through the shot, and Andy Nelson makes no mistake.
I know Luke from going back playing my first game of football for a team. Me and Luke played together. To look back at then, to look at where we are now, it's astonishing, because it doesn't seem like the time's passed at all. But looking back at it, it's been a good, at least a good, what, 12 years, 13, 14 years, something like that. So it's, like I say, it's phenomenal. It kind of seems like a selfish way, but there's no better time for the young lads to step up. I mean, they proved that in the Wolves game, that we've got stuff about us. It's just as long as we get used in the right kind of way and we get exposed to it in the right kind of way, that we can be effective. And hopefully that's something I'll be aiming to do when I go back in as well, because obviously I've never really had a great chance given at the first team, so I don't see why not. I could be given an opportunity this year.